and then it sold off, right? So this is a prime example of why you need to wait in order for price to give you the confirmation before you pull the trigger. Okay, because this is called manipulation. This morning I saw price flying up here. I'm like, okay, cool, it looks good. Most people would have got FOMO and clicked buy because they saw what running, but then that's exactly what the institutions want you to do, and then they put you in a bull trap and then just completely go against you and you clap your whole account. So that's why it's extremely important to wait, right? I would love to catch the buys, these next swing buys, and when I say swing, I'm talking about 1,000 pips plus. You know, like you're holding the trade for days and weeks, right? I'm trying to catch that next play right here at the previous all-time highs and ride this out for at least 1,000 pips, right? At least back to 20, at least up to 22,000. Right, that'll be a nice swing, and as it moves up, we can go ahead and stack our orders in and really position ourselves to take this to the next level. Especially when you zoom out, look on higher time frames, like this thing can really keep going if it wants to. Right, this is the floor. Right, this is the floor now. So we're just waiting for price to give us more confirmation that it wants to do what it wants to do. Going down to the weekly, again, we have this huge imbalance here, this huge inefficiency ranging all the way between 2100, 250. So I want to see something happen in here. I want to catch the next buys somewhere in here, because if you look at the previous weekly candles, it's extremely efficient. There's not one imbalance in here for weeks. Like for weeks, it's all filled up. The only other imbalances are way down here, which has already been pretty much tapped into. So all this is very healthy price action. Very healthy. A lot of these have been filled in. It's moving up nice and slow, not going too crazy like Bitcoin or like XRP. It's very solid price action to the upside. All we have to do is be a little bit more patient on our end. I know people are like anxious, like, oh man, I'm trying to click that buy button today. I need that today. But it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to, go crazy. I know the sales went crazy today, but I'm still waiting for those buy opportunities. And then looking at the daily chart here, all right, it looks like price is still respecting structure. We haven't really broken beneath the lows on the daily, right? If the buys aren't there, then the sells are. No, so I don't counter trend trade. I don't counter trend trade. I like to stay with the trend, especially when you're like swing trading and position trading, like holding trades for thousands of pips. I'm not trying to, be playing both sides. I'm not trying to ping pong the market. I know a lot of people do that, and I can definitely call out the sells, but that's just not what I do. If you guys see sells and you want to take them, go ahead. But I just don't promote that. I like to catch the, just stay on trend. It keeps me focused. It doesn't distract me. Yeah, I only play upside. Yeah, I've only been trading, buying for like the past like year and a half now. I used to sell like crazy. I used to ping pong and go back and forth, but I like to keep things as simple. Just keeping it simple. Keep adding buys. Anytime I see price drop, I'm just gonna add more. There's money to be made on both sides, but me personally, I just don't want to participate. But if you want to do that, go ahead, right? Like I can't tell you what to do. It's your account, right? At the end of the day, it's your responsibility. So for me, I'm just gonna be looking for the buys, especially like if we take a look at this chart. It's been buying since before we were born. So, and yes, there's some sell-offs, but this thing has been forever going up. It's like a stock. I'm not gonna be buying and selling Google and Amazon and Nvidia. No, I'm just gonna hold the buys. Right? I see trading as investing, but with leverage. Right? That's how I see it. Long term, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 pip swings, chilling. But yeah, I'm liking how the market is moving down. That's giving us more confirmation that it's coming to our potential areas of buys that we're looking for, so we can start stacking. And we also broke structure again, right? We had this liquidity being built up right here. and then we had the highs get swept, and then we did shift structure again beneath these lows. So it may sell off again tomorrow. It may give it. This is like if you guys want to sell, you guys want to sell opportunity. Here it is, right? It's coming back into the sell zone to then come down to our buy zone, right? So that's completely up to you. I'm gonna be waiting for price to drop, give us the discount, and then take off, Right? I have no problem with that. What are you talking about, Oswaldo? Oswaldo's crazy. He's wild. But yeah, it's almost there, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost there. Patience is a virtue. It is okay. We're almost there. All we can do is be patient and allow price to do what it needs to do. Exactly. Life is bullish. Right? I literally have on my headboard, I have a picture of a bull. Right? That's literally, I come home and I see bullishness all over. It's embedded in my system. It's embedded in my DNA. Don't be surprised if you see me with tattoos with trading shit on it. Right? Don't be surprised. Right? It's my life now. Right? I have been consumed by the markets, but in a good way. But that's okay. We're just waiting here. Make sure you guys have your alerts set. Facts. Right? I'm gonna get this setup tattooed like on my forearm and shit. Like, yeah, this changed my life right here. That's all you need, right? But we're just waiting for this. So set your alerts again at 21,250. It's working its way down. For the sells, keep catching the sells, keep catching the counter trend trades. It's just been too many times where price was giving me a sell setup, and then I took it, and then price in the NAS said, "Fuck that, we're going higher," and it just clapped. And I'm like, you know what? It would have just been easier to just wait for the buys. Just exercise a little bit more patience, right? Yeah, you can invert your chart. Yeah, you can do all that. If you can't see the sells, invert your chart. I just want to be holding buys forever in profit. I'm up a couple thousand pips with 50 positions open, and whenever I need money, I'll just close one out. If I'm out with a girl and she wants to get her nails done or whatever, boom, there you go, close it out. I'm out with the guys, we're at the bar talking smack, boom, drinks on me. I just close out this position. I've been holding it for like 2 months. We're up 5,000, and boom, it's on me. Let's get it. That's the kind of life I want to live right there. And the best way to do that is to just hold the buys forever. But yeah, we're just waiting for that. I just ignore it. Yeah, like I see the sells. I see the sell setups. I see it all the time, but I just ignore it. I'm like, okay, I see that, but I use the sell as a excuse for price to come to the buys. Because more often than not, this is what happens. Right? We see an uptrend. And let's say we have some buy setups. Boom. Keeps uptrending. Some more buy setups. Boom. Keeps uptrending. Doing its thing. And then all of a sudden, price gives us a sell setup. We see liquidity. Sweep the highs. Boom. Change character. And then people want to sell here. Boom. And they make some money. But guess what? This sell was used to bring us back down to the buy zone. So that's what I like to look at the sells as. The sells are just used to bring us lower to the buy zone, because price cannot drop without giving the sell setup, and price cannot go higher without giving the buy setup. So I always look at the sells like, okay, cool, finally price is about to drop, give us what we need, and then boom. I literally just ignore it and just use that as like excitement. Okay, finally the price will drop. Instead of trying to catch the buys and like at the highs, I'd rather catch the buys as price is dropping. And then once it gets into my zone, then I'll wait for the confirmation. It's a falling knife. I'm like, oh snap, it's aggressive. I don't know, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Wait for the setup again. More confirmation, and then boom. Now this sell setup gets clapped, and then we're on to the next. Exactly. It's the foreplay to the buys. Foreplay to the buys. I get excited when I see sell setups because I'm like, finally, like the price has been running up for 2 weeks. We gotta sell off a little bit so we can give ourselves, some discount buys. Like, price has been moving bullish for a while. We had not one sell setup in here for days since like my birthday last like 2 weeks ago. It's just been up. I'm like, and then I finally saw this, and I was like, okay, all right, cool. And then this morning, I saw a price up here, and I was like, all right, I'm just waiting for the confirmation. Never gave it, and then I saw the wick coming down. I'm like, yep, there it is. Oop, there it is. Oop, had your biggest day of the year. Sheesh, shout out to you, my guy. Let's go. Let's go. So that means tacos on you. Okay, should have kept that to yourself. Now you owe us tacos. Congratulations. He's out. He's out. But that's awesome. That's awesome. I know we had like what 200 pip drop. Yeah, 200, 220. Yeah, super solid. Very low risk. Clean sell setup. I'm sure you guys saw it too. Like if you guys know structure, you saw it. I'm sure you guys took advantage of that. And there was no reason to buy up here because there was no confirmation. That's why I say, even though price comes to your entry or your zones to the left, you need to wait for the confirmation before you pull the trigger, just in case your zone gets clapped, because you can have the cleanest chart, you can have the cleanest inverted setup on the left, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to respect it on the right. It doesn't have to respect that. But the best way to confirm is just to wait. Just to wait. So if you guys want to counter trend trade, it may be giving another sell setup tomorrow during New York session. I know we have news as well tomorrow. We will be trading live in the morning at 6 a.m. So we'll be able to see what happens in real time. And hey, look, maybe we can even see the sales play out. Or if you want to take those trades, go right ahead. But I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that energy to capitalize on the buys. So that's what I'll be waiting for. If you guys do want more sell setups, I can drop the sell setups for you, but just know I'm not going to be personally taking them. But I can easily identify it for you so you can see for yourself. And at that point, it's up to your discretion whether or not you want to pull the trigger. But I'm ready to catch those buys. I'm ready to catch these buys. It's very clear. This is a very clean buy setup right here. We have all this liquidity that was built up. And then after that happened, we swept the lows, broke above the highs. And look, this can also get clapped. Like we don't know that this is going to hold up. So that's why when price does, if and when it does come back down to the zone, we want to wait for the setup again just to confirm. You can take a test trade, enter in with the 0.01 under leverage, but then once price does give you the confirmation, that's when you can go ahead and do your regular leverage and full ported and YOLO trade, whatever you want to do. But yeah, we're waiting patiently. Don't worry, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Because again, these trades with NAS, when it runs, it runs. Like this trade right here, it didn't activate, but this trade was worth over 700, 800 pips. $700, $800 with just one 0.01, right? Just one test trade, not even having multiple entries, not even using a higher lot size, all based off a simple setup. Easy. So that's what we're waiting on. I know US 30 as well. US 30 is going deeper. That's why I wasn't really too pressed. I'm also waiting for these buys on US 30. I'm waiting for the buys at 4,400, or if you do go lower, 43.5. Super solid setups. We had the liquidity right here. We swept it. Now we broke above. Waiting on that. That's a possible entry, or this one down here. Boom, liquidity, swept, broke above. Super clean. I'll take either one of those. And then also with SPX, because I also trade All three of these. I'm trading all three of these in unison. Because it's essentially the same thing, just a different name, but they're all pretty much moving in the same direction. They're all bullish. They're all been going up forever. SPX is actually still respecting the zone. So we may, I'm not sure if price wants to go lower with SPX because the 6,025 is around the all-time highs. This is the previous all-time high right here. So we may just hold that. We may just hold this area. And we know SPX moves only like 10, 20 pips a day, like nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. That's why people, like, when they over leverage, they like to over leverage with SPX because since it moves so much slower, you have more control over the volatility as opposed to US 30 or NAS. Like, if that's gone, it's gone. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So we'll see what happens. Patience. Trust me, I'm excited too. I've been waiting for like a whole week, for a while for this. I've been waiting for a while. Ever since I missed these buys, I was like, damn, bro, like I need to be like, not like I need to be in the market, but it's like, I need that. It's just waiting for us patiently. So I don't mind waiting. The market takes from people who are impatient and gives it back to the people who are patient. So never feel the need to rush an entry. Never feel the need to be in the market. You don't have to trade every day. You don't have to trade every single setup. You just wait for the bigger moves. I'm not sure what y'all's intentions are with this, but I'm trying to set up generational wealth, and that takes time, and you can't afford to make too many mistakes with that. So I don't mind being more patient. But yeah, that's it for NAS. We're just waiting for those a retest of the all-time highs while also providing a setup for us to take it to the next level. But you guys have any questions? Any questions on that? Anything that I can clear up for you? Anything that's confusing? Anything I said that maybe like threw you off? You were like, I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Let me know. If you can't think of anything right now, don't worry. You can be in the chats. Let me know as well. Right. Jeez, look at the 4 hour. Could you send out the sell setups even though you don't take them? Yeah, of course. 100%. 100%. Yeah, this is the only one I see now. This one up here, and then maybe this one, but on the 4 hour, it's like a wick. So we didn't actually close beneath the lows. It just wicked beneath and then filled in this imbalance right here. So that's also suspicious. Like we closed beneath